What is going on, YouTube? As you can see, I'm still on the horse, and I'm still on Charlotte Web Rider. This is Matthew Drakely, and we're going to be doing Firecat Alley today.
Halt! Oh, you're that Unicorn Way hero wizard, aren't you? What? Sergeant Muldoon sent you? Woo! I need all the help I can get. This street is ablaze, wizard, and not in the way it's always ablaze. It's been completely consumed by anger and hostility and violence. The fire elves have gone insane. A gaggle of them even broke down the gate to the dark cave. Now the undead have spilled out into the street. I can't hold all these roving mobs of mayhem at bay alone. Please, wizard, can you drive the haunted minions back?
Funny enough, these haunted minions are not the same as the one on Trident Avenue, but they have the same quest requirement status, that if you need to do both of them, you can get away with doing just one of these on either street.
Truce. We'll keep to this corner of the street, but we're not going back in the dark cave. It's spooky in there.
The undead have promised not to venture any farther? It's not ideal, but after everything else that's happened here, I call that a win. It all started when the Fire Elves were rehearsing the song Recollection from Firecats, the musical. Everything was going fine, pitchy soprano solo aside, when one of the Fire Elves suddenly shot a tiny arrow at me. Then another elf joined in, then another. The animosity spread like wildfire. Now even the lawn decorations have risen up and gone all stabby. A wizard named Lizzo Firespitter was coaching the elves on singing before the trouble started. I saw them attack her. I wanted to help, but I simply had to secure this position. Now I'm the only thing standing between all this chaos and Old Town. Please, will you check on Lizzo?
Yes, I will check on Lizzo. Though Lizzo probably can sing better than I can.
This is no place for a newbie like you. Wait! You're the new kid who cleaned up Unicorn Way, aren't you? Well, I'm glad you're here now. Some fire elves attacked me and stole my spell book. The truth hurts, but I'm literally powerless without it. Could you get my spell book back? You will? Thanks. Just try to be gentle, okay? The fire elves aren't evil. Something has corrupted them.
Just need to fight 2 each mobs in this area when we're doing this quest, so I'm happy about that. Not happy that we have to fight 2, but happy that at least we have a number now. Before it was just like, fight as much as you can. You know, having this gear set makes me think that I did a really good job on choosing which gear to get from fishing, because the other gear is either more resistant or have...
Fire for fiddle! Burnt out ends of smoky days! The stale cold smell of morning! Fire for fiddle!
My bad for talking over that. But yeah, no, I think this gear is pretty good in terms of what it can do. The other gear is more resistance or more stun block, in my opinion.
spellbook! Thank you! You really are as talented as they say. However, we're gonna need more than talent to help the fire elves. I have no idea what's causing my little friends to go cuckoo bananas like this, or how to help them. But I might know of someone who does. There's a rumor of a witch who was fired from Ravenwood that lives in hiding here on Firecat Alley. They say she turned a kid into a humongo frog. I think we can convince her to use her advanced magical prowess to help the fire elves. I might be too optimistic, but that's a human in me. The wizard in me is worried she's the one who caused all this. Either way, we need to find her. Perhaps one of the other denizens knows how. I saw Shellis Gruffheart cowering in a corner at the top of the hill instead of helping me while I was running for my life earlier. Oh well, go ask Shellis if he knows where the witch lives.
Leave me alone! Oh, you're a wizard. Wait, you're not two fire elves in a wizard costume, are you? No? You promise? 'Cause I know ice magic. Okay, I believe you. Which is good, because I don't know a lick of ice magic. So, are you here to save me, magical child? Not quite. Fair enough.
What do you want then? Do I know where the old witch is? I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that the bedeviled fire elves stole my strongbox. My entire month's earnings are in that box, wizard. You get my strongbox back. Wink, wink. And maybe I'll remember the answer to your question.
In other words, he's robbing me to get his money back. Okay.
Fire for Fiddle, as he loves to tell. Fire for Fiddle, the fiend of the fell. Fire for Fiddle, fire for Fiddle.
My strongbox! Thank you. Now about your question. I can't say for certain she's a witch, but there's a peculiar hermit who lives down the way. She keeps her windows drawn, and there's often strange smoke billowing from her chimney. That's the best I can give you. Hope it helps.
Yeah, there's strange smoke coming out of that chimney.
What? How dare you interrupt an old woman from her stories? Did Ambrose send you to banish me? Well, I'm not going without a fight. What's that? Corrupted fire elves? Murderous magma men? The undead have spilled from Dark Cave? They need the witch's help? First off, I'm 100% not that witch. Or any witch for that matter. I'm an alchemist. Secondly, this sounds like a city guard job. The guard is pinned down. Ugh, typical. All right then, I'll help. But I need to know exactly what we're dealing with here. Take this special vial and collect a sample of magma from those magma men you mentioned for me to analyze. We'll go from there.
Yeah, we need to fight 2 of these, which honestly is a little tedious. These guys are a bit stronger, so we might have to do the double blade kind of strategy. Actually, no, they're about the same as the other guys. Odd. Okay. I always thought them being like stronger. And of course the fizzle.
Oh, that was quick. Phew! You smell like sulfur. Now, hand me the magma and I'll run a quick analysis on it. And done. Ah, looks like the root cause was a banshee's whale curse. Oh, and I recognize these melodic signatures. Bastilla Gravewind. Bastilla was the prima donna of the Fire Globe Theater decades ago. She had a bitter relationship with the Fire Elves, especially fellow actors. During a performance of magic fire music, her elf co-star accidentally summoned actual fire magic, and that was the end of poor Bastilla. I'd heard that she had a thriving underworld theater career, but apparently she's decided to return with a vengeance. A banshee's whale curse works like an auditory virus. Rehearsals for that dreadful musical served as the perfect way to infect the masses. Thankfully, this particular whale seems to have no effect on humans, but we need to help the fire elves before their little brains melt. To reverse the curse, I'll need a Herkimer stone to record Bastilla's voice onto. Get one from the rotting fodder in Dark Cave.
Okay. So we know where to go. Hey, look, the crazy cat lady.
Oh, sorry. You startled me. I'm just so worried about my precious fire kitties. A crazed fire elf opened my door and they ran outside. Being kittens, they just couldn't pass up the opportunity to get out and explore, but they're too young to find their way back home. Please, wizard, this street is too dangerous right now for them to be out on their own. Do you have it in your heart to look for my fire kittens? You will? Bahooga! Oh, thank you! There are 5 missing fire kittens. You'll recognize them by their collars. Please hurry!
Okay, well, let's do that in a second. Gonna go get that Herkimer stone.
Ooh. Take our Herkimer stone. We'll dig up another to record our sickened beats upon.
I didn't know ghouls were rappers. Okay, while I'm there, I'm gonna do the Fire Kitty quest. Because you have to do them in particular order. What do you have?
Could I beg your help again, wizard? After I went home to hide the strongbox you rescued, my house was looted. Not once, not twice, but as a relic stealer, I had set out several rare and immensely valuable items I'd hoped to sell to the crowds coming in for the fire festival. Just when I thought I was safe inside my home, haunted minions broke in. Mercifully, they were distracted by the shininess of the Emberstone ring. I hope it's not crude to say, but that ring was supposed to pay my mortgage. Please, wizard, get the Emberstone ring back for me.
We'll do that in a little bit. I'm gonna continue to look for Firecats after going to Greta.
Good. This Herkimer stone should work nicely to record Bastilla's wail. I'll override whatever noise the rotting fodder had imbued it with. You'll just need to get Bastilla mad enough to let out a good shriek. Herkimer stones naturally capture the sound waves of the undead. I did a little reconnaissance while you were gone. Big surprise, Bastilla is in her old house, the Diva's Tower, down the street. Good luck.
We'll get this final Firecat just because I'm like really annoyed that I have to come all over here at some point just to get it. And I'm also gonna get this Smith just because. You always get this Firecat collar last. Bastilla's Tower. Because of this boss, I'm gonna actually put in some snow sprints, just because.
At last! I've been eagerly awaiting a review of the performance I gave for the Fire Elves. What? Are you not a fan? Well, Alistar is. None of you wretched living creatures' opinions will matter once the Dark Master's plan is fulfilled. And there's nothing you can do about it. How dare you upstage my comeback performance? It was going so well, too. I laughed. I cried. Oh, it was better than Firecats. Enjoy this day, whelp.
When you bear witness to Malaster's malum opus, then you will be sorry. This entire wretched city will be sorry!
I'm gonna go back to Greta. And we got a snow shield treasure card. Cool.
Did you capture Bastilla's whale? Great! What's that? She warned there's still more to Malaster's sinister plan? Wait, Malaster's behind this? Malaster? Drake? The Death Professor? I'd heard he blew himself up with the Death School after his sweet wife, Sylvia, passed. Truth be told, I'm not surprised. There was always a certain darkness about him. Sylvia was too good for that entire Drake family, if you ask me. Nonetheless, we still need to transmute Bastilla's whale into a cure for the Fire Elves. We'll just need a few things before we can get started. Unfortunately, the alchemical transmutation will require some equipment that I'm no longer privy to. One student turns himself into a humongo frog, and everyone wants the alchemy professor run out of town. Bartleby forbid Ambrose have my back. Anyhow, I can make do with crafting equipment. Here's a list of items to borrow from Gloria Crendel in Old Town. Just, don't mention my name.
While I'm on my way back to Old Town, I'm gonna stop by doing the Haunted Minions, and then I'm gonna be doing the turning in of the Firecat quest.
My fire kittens!
Did you really need to kiss all of them?
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, where's Charo? You only found her collar? I knew this was gonna happen. Charo's been catnapped. And I know who did it. My dirty, rotten scoundrel of a sister, Bernice. She's been stealing from me since the day she was born. She lives in a tastelessly decorated house up the street from mine with her blockhead husband, Larry, whom she stole from me 40 years ago. Gallant young wizard, will you do this old woman a favor and rescue my dear little Charo from my repugnant sister and her stooge of a husband?
Sure thing, woman. You're apparently on edge. I think after all this, we're gonna be level 10, so we can do the events in this game.
Hello, young wizard. How can I help you craft today? You'd like to borrow some crafting items. I suppose that's all right. Let's see your list. 1 large beaker, 1 crucible, 5 aludels, and a small athanor. Well, this is your lucky day. I just received a crate of those items. Of course, there are a few other items in the crate as well. Tell Greta she's welcome to them too. Call it an overdue parting gift. What? I can spot Greta's alchemy setup a mile away. Don't worry. Everybody knows she's been hiding on Firecat Alley. Oh, do say hello for me.
Everyone knows, so she's not the old hermit that everyone thinks she is. She's just a witch that's been banished to Firecat Alley and doesn't want to talk. Okay. So let's see. Oh, first off, I was gonna go back, but actually I should go here, which is the Bernice and Larry's house. We need to take care of this quest.
Larry, you blockhead! You bought fancy security elementals who have destroyed my living room, but didn't lock the stinking door?
Oh, oops. Don't I get credit for braving the Fire Elf pandemonium to steal you that fire kitten in the first place?
Cheese and crackers, Larry. Write out a formal confession, why don't ya?
Oh, okay. I can do that, dear. Where do we keep the paper?
Oh, for the love of... This is my fire kitten. Just get rid of the stinking wizard already, you slack-jawed jackanape.
Yes, dear. You heard the lady at the house, meathead. We ain't giving Eleanor's fire kitty back. So get out or get hurt.
You just said it was hers, but then you said it's Bernice. Eleanor's. Yep, you're totally thieves. I just realized Eleanor as an ember, and then Bernice as in burn. Sometimes I get I laugh out at stupid stuff.
I give up. You win.
Larry, you loser! This is why I can't have nice things. Go outside and think about how terrible you are.
But... yes, dear. Sorry, dear.
As for you, give Eleanor her fire kitten back. The silly thing won't even come when you call its name.
Gonna quickly turn in this quest before heading back towards Greta, just because we're so close to this area.
Charo! My sweet and spicy little baby wavy. Thank you so much for bringing her home, wizard. Tell me, how mad did Bernice get? That'll teach her to send her beautiful clod of a husband to do her dirty work. My fire kittens and I are forever in your debt, friend.
Just getting some 5 gold. Not much.
You got the Emberstone ring back! You've really saved my bacon, my new friend. Any chance you'd be willing to do a lowly merchant another favor? As I was repairing the door, those insufferable haunted minions broke down. A clatter of skeletal warriors forced their way inside my house. I chased them out, but only after one of the bony bandits swiped an ancient Mushuian sword from my collection, called the Spirit of Mukugawa. When a sword has a name, you know it's valuable. Please, wizard, will you recover the Spirit of Mukugawa from the skeletal warriors?
Sure thing. Later on. Also, we just reached level 10, I believe. Yep. We should be able to do events, but I don't see it on top of our corner, so who knows. There it is.
How did it go? You got everything on the list? And Gloria says hello? Oh, let's just get this done. Go set up the alchemy table over there. Ooh, that equipment is nice enough for an amateur like you to perform the transmutation. Go on, just place the... There we are. Now bring me the potion and let me check your work.
Sorry. Basically, she said put the Herkimer stone on the table and let the magic do its work.
Wow, A+ work here, young one. Good work. Now for the next part of the plan. The curative intonation potion will work similarly to the initial curse, so you'll need to administer it to an influential fire elf. Alacane Swift Arrow is the most famous fire elf actor alive. Once he's cured, just explain to him that it's up to him to pass the cure on to his people. You'll find Alacane in the Fire Globe Theater. I've imbued your wand with the curative potion. Now go give Alacane a good thwacking.
Whack. So, that's gonna be the last thing we do, I think. I want to try to finish up the side quests while we're here. So let's go ahead and fight these skeleton warriors for that one item. Hopefully we get it first try.
The spirit of Mukogawa is no display piece. It was forged for combat. Take it. Just please don't let that fleshy fool squander its destiny.
The spirit of Mukugawa! Thank you, wizard. There's a huge gouge in the blade. I'll be lucky to get 100 gold pieces for this now. Oh well, something's better than nothing, I suppose. Now, the relic I want back the most is worth 1,000 spirit of Mukugawas. Just as I put the final nail into my repaired front door, the most disgusting creature I've ever seen came crashing in through a window. Then I realized I recognized the horrid monster. Rather, I recognized who he used to be. The spiral-renowned thief, James Annalita. James paid for his life of crime with a sentence of death, only to continue his thieving ways in the underworld under the moniker Wormguts. But Wormguts has returned to the land of the living, and he came for the relic that cost him his life. The Sleeper's timepiece. I chased him to a tower down the way, but I was no match for Wormguts and his undead minions. Could you retrieve the Sleeper's timepiece?
Good thing. And I know a quick way to get there. You luckily put a little flag over there. I didn't mean to get flagged over there. And I'm glad I made it through that gap.
What's this? Did that coward shell us send a child to fight his battles? Wait, you're a wizard child, no? Perhaps we can help one another. The Sleeper's timepiece allows its owner to control the nightmares of others. But I've been unable to master its enchantment. Get no? So be it. It's your funeral. But I warn you, I don't think you're going to like the underworld very much. Minions, attack!
You only have one minion. That's fine.
The sleeper's timepiece was the death of me once. I don't need it ruining my afterlife too. Just pray Shillis never discovers its true value.
You got the sleeper's timepiece back! Thank goodness Wormguts wasn't able to unlock its powers. Its value decreases with every use. Not that I'd ever sell this beauty. Of course, I might not understand its magic, but I do understand how dangerous it is. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done, wizard. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go buy the biggest, heaviest safe I can find.
I think that's all the side quests right now in this area. Let's see. Yep, that's about everyone in this area. So let's go ahead and finish this quest line and see if anything else happens.
For Friddle, the greatest magicians have something to learn. Fire for Friddle, Wizard City must burn. Fire for Friddle.
Getting rid of Magman, or Magman, just so I don't have to deal with him hitting as well. Not only that, but I think he shields more often than Alkane.
Lo, the dark resonance hath been driven from my brain. By the hand of this gentle wizard, I am again stark raving sane. How can I ever repay you? You say only I can deliver my people from the grip of this dreadful banshee's curse? But how? I am an actor. We are the opposite of people. The cure and my voice hath entwined? Then accept the role of hero I must, and I shall deliver a performance for the ages to the streets!
Yeah, his face looks a little creepy. Don't do a close-up again.
Well, did you fix this mess? Can I go back to my stories now? Finally! This whole ordeal has made me realize that I don't miss working with students as much as I'd previously thought. No offense. Run along then, dear. And if you would be so kind as to omit my name from your official reporting to the city guard, I'd appreciate it. Ta-ta!
Hey, look, Liza has a quest.
Hey, newbie, or should I say hero of Firecat Alley? I I mean, you even managed to correct Alakane's pitchy singing. We're all set to resume rehearsals for Firecat, the musical. Except for one gigantic undead singer-sized problem. In the middle of all the confusion earlier, I was accosted by a banshee named Melwina Smite, violently demanding a role in the play. She screamed that she wasn't leaving without a part. Then the crazy banshee knocked the orange juice I was drinking right out of my hand. I was so flustered I said the first words that popped into my head. Thankfully it worked. She left, scream singing back to her forlorn tower. Now I either have to write a part for something called a Juicicle Cat or face Melowina's wrath when I tell her she's not in the play. Unless she might be less inclined to start a fight to someone with your reputation delivers the bad news. You'll do it? Thanks!
It's just one more battle. I can do it. Though it's gonna be a death enemy, so that's gonna be fun.
Focus, Moana. Be the Juicicle. From the top. Juicicle do, and Juicicles can. Juicicles can, and Juicicles do. Intruder! How dare... I'll have you know, I've recently been cast as a major role in a very prestigious local theater production. Why are you interrupting rehearsal? There's no role for me? But Lizzo said she made up the character so I'd stop harassing her? And she sent you here so I couldn't get violent? I see that Lizzo was wrong for lying to me, just as I see that she was also wrong about me not getting violent. Come here!
Honestly, I didn't hear her voice after the update, and it's pretty interesting.
I don't want that stupid part in that stupid play with those stupid fire elves anyway! Juicicle Cat! He's so stupid! Ugh.
Hey, Wiz, how'd Melwina take the news? She said the part was stupid. And attacked you? I'm so sorry. At least she's out of her hair now. To be honest, she's right about the part being stupid. It was the best name I could conjure up on the spot. Guess we gotta blame it on my juice. Thanks for your help, newbie. I could tell you're gonna be a star around here. Now go on, dust your shoulders off. Keep it moving.
I totally like how they're keeping the reference to Lizzo right there. Don't know why they made that during the time where she was very thriving with those songs. I know she still thrives. I'm not used to today's music, honestly. Like, I get there's a lot of good songs, but I'm just not used to it.
Great balls of fire! You're alive! When I didn't hear back from you, I just assumed... Well, I'm glad you weren't fricasseed. Did you find Lizzo? She's safe now? Whew. And a cure for the Fire Elves' madness is being administered as we speak? You're amazing! You should tell Sergeant Muldoon! And feel free to mention how I'm still bravely defending this position. If it comes up. Thanks, Wizard. I couldn't have done it without you.
And I think once I talk to Sergeant Muldoon, or Sergeant Muldoon, I think that's gonna be it for the not the series, but for the episode. And of course I'm in the area with most people, so hopefully people see me and say hi. I'll be out.
Hello again, young wizard. Do the smell of brimstone and burnt hair spell word from Firecat Alley? You helped quell an undead insurrection and cured a fire elf curse? Impressive! We're not out of the woods yet, but we're making headway.
Are you gonna let me out of Zoom? Okay. So next time, if I do end up making another video after this one, will be Cyclops Lane. Otherwise, the next video will be about an event that's coming up, or not coming up, but it's already been active for a little bit, called Beast Boom Monster Mayhem. Which, if you don't know what that is, you basically fight enemies in a match with 5 other people, and you have to win the match or win combats to get 2 points, and it's unlimited. You have to defeat the beasts or the enemies 1 point per rank for 1 point. Level up any beast form 5 times per day, which means you have to like constantly grind and level up characters. And to be honest, tiering up is much better, and these points are not really necessary to beat the event. And then harvest a plant, which I need to start working on that once we start getting our Beast Moon planters. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy whatever video comes next. Talk to you later. Bye.